Chapter 3. That evening, Pablo sat in his room, studied his playbook. He started at page 1 and read each play carefully, memorizing the names and basic moves. When he got to the more complicated plays, he pulled out a pad and pencil. He sketched out the route he would have to run on a pass play. He noted the blockers he would have to run between on a running play. And he did this over and over until the pattern stuck in his mind. He read and wrote and memorized until he could barely keep his eyes open, and he began to doze off. He closed the playbook and went to bed. But visions of hooks, patterns, curl slants, and post patterns filled his dreams. The next day, Pablo arrived on the practice field 20 minutes before he was supposed to meet Joey. He pulled out his notes he had made the previous night and started studying again, reviewing the lines that he had drawn showing the route of each pass pattern. Pablo dashed it down the empty field. Practicing each one, he cut sharply to his left, then to his right, and slanted toward the goalpost. "Well, that's a first," Joey exclaimed when he arrived a short while later. "I've never seen anyone practicing football alone. Running with these patterns helped me remember them, Joey," Pablo explained. "But I'm glad you're here. Even I'm not fast enough to throw a pass myself." Joey laughed. "Okay, let's start off with some simple stuff," he said, holding the football. "Let's run it down and out. Did you get to that one in the playbook yet?" "Yep," said Pablo proudly. Pretending he had just received a snap, Joey dropped back. Pablo bolted forward, accelerating with each step. Then about 10 yards up the field, he slowed down and cut sharply to his right, heading for the sideline. As Pablo made his cut, Joey threw the ball. It arced through the air and drifted down into Pablo's waiting hands. He caught the ball and then stepped out of bounds. "Good one, Pabs," Joey said as Pablo trotted back and flipped his ball to his friend. "Try it again. Only this time, try to make your cut without slowing down. You don't want to give the defender any time to figure out what you're doing." "Okay, let's run it again," Pablo said enthusiastically. Again, Joey dropped back and Pablo took off. This time, he planted his left foot while still running full speed and made a sharp cut to the right. The ball was waiting for him and he made the catch. "That's it," Joey cried. "If you can make that cut while still going full speed, there's not a defender in the world who can stay with you, no matter how fast he is." Pablo started to feel encouraged. "It feels easy when it's just you and me, Joey," Pablo pointed out. "I'm just a little nervous about letting you guys down in a real game." "That's a trick, Pops. Forget about everyone else," Joey suggested. "During a game, try to block out everything but the pattern you're running and catching the ball. There's nothing out there but you, me, and me. Nothing else." "Gotcha," Pablo said. "Now let's try the same play but with a slightly different twist," Joey said. "Before you make your cut to the right, take a quick step to the left, like you're going to cut that way. Then cut back to the right. If you can do it sharply enough, you have the defender leaning the wrong way. That will give you another step or two before you can recover. Plenty of time for me to get the ball to you." Pablo broke from the line at top speed. 10 yards out, he planted his right foot, took one step to the left, and then cut back to the right. As he broke back, he stumbled a bit, but recovered in time to catch the pass. "Okay, Pops, good start," Joey said. "But next game tonight, really study the reverse in the playbook." "The reverse," Pablo repeated, pulling out his notes and jotting it down. "No one's run the pass pattern again," Joey said. Two friends practiced until it started getting dark. "I gotta get home, Pops," Joey said. "You wanna walk with me?" "I think I'll stay a while longer," Pablo replied. "Sure," Joey said, seeing how serious Pablo was taking football. "And don't worry, you'll be okay in the next game. See ya." When Joey had left, Pablo went back to running pass patterns. Before he started each one, he shouted out the name of the play as another way to help himself remember. Again and again, he ran the plays until it was really too dark to see where he was going. Then he finally headed home. The next morning, Pablo sat at the breakfast table studying his playbook. He absent-mindedly nibbled on his toast as he flipped through the more complex plays. "Pablo, come on. Finish your toast," his mother insisted. "You'll be late for school." Pablo quickly finished his breakfast and then hurried to the bus stop, his playbook in hand. As he waited for the school bus, he continued to read through the playbook. Honk, honk. Pablo thought he heard a vague, annoying noise, but he ignored it. He was in the middle of studying the reverse play Joey had told him about, and he didn't want to be disturbed. Honk, 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 honk. This time Papa looked up. He saw the school bus sitting at the stop with its doors open. You planning on joining us any time today? The bus driver asked, shaking it to his head. What? Papa mumbled, and he suddenly realized that the whole bus was waiting for him. Oh, sorry. Then he hurried onto the bus. That afternoon in school lunchroom, Ernie sat next to Papa, placing his tray on the long table. Hey, Pops, what you got there? Ernie asked, seeing that Papa was reading something very intently. Pablo didn't respond. Ernie craned his neck to see the book Pablo was reading. Oh, it's our team playbook. Cool, Ernie said. How's that going, huh? Pretty gripping stuff, right? Asked it again. Pablo said nothing. So I guess you're getting all ready for the next game, huh? Ernie asked. Don't worry, we'll beat those guys this time. Hey, how'd your practice with Joey go? Pablo's face remained buried in his book. He was clearly oblivious to anything except the first play he was studying. Hey, Pablo, your nose is on fire, Ernie cried. But Pablo still didn't seem to notice that Ernie was there. Well, it's been really great having this little chat with you, Pops, Ernie quipped. Well, we'll have to do it again real soon. There's nothing like a good lunch conversation, and this was nothing like a good lunch conversation. Then Ernie got up. Pablo looked up from the playbook. Huh? He said as Ernie started to walk away. Did you say something, Ernie?